Hi, this is Eric. I thought I would give you a little preview of what it looks like when you open up your Paulimot F307-V, how I unboxed it and moved it into my shop and then mounted it, and some of the mistakes I made along the way could be helpful if you're going to buy something like this yourself. The first thing I did was lay a little concrete pad in the corner of my shop and then you use leveling compound to make a nice level surface before I installed the mill. Then the next thing I did is I welded up a little cart in order to move the pallet up my gravel driveway into the garage. The mill weighs quite a bit, like 225 kilograms, something like that. It's very difficult to move around if you don't have a pallet jack or something to move it. So I made a little cart out of mild steel tubing, and I used copper silicon 3 to braze it with my Patton welder. Works really well. He's like 12 volts and I think 6 some speed on the feed. Worked quite well to weld it up. I welded a bunch of wheels on the bottom so it could support the weight and then go over kind of humps and bumps to get it in my garage. It arrived in this kind of double pallet stack system. The pallet on the top is screwed to the one on the bottom. The pallet on the top seems to have taken some abuse. I don't know, from China, I guess. I don't know. But the center support is shorter than the ones on the side, so it kind of caved in a little bit. But other than that, the packaging seemed pretty sound this time. A lot better than the lathe I'd bought from them a couple of years ago. The SC10 packaging was quite poor, but this was quite good. The cardboard box on the top is the stand or the cabinet that it will sit on top of. And the wooden box in the bottom is the mill and all the accessories that I bought that they packed inside. Here I've moved the crate to the corner where I'm going to install it and have the table unpacked kind of off to the side. I think you can probably see where there's an upcoming mistake here is that I didn't have enough clearance from the ceiling um, to the top of the mill in order to have clearance to sit on top of the table. So I had to adjust my setup a little bit, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But um, inside now, I've started to unpackage the box, pull out the accessories, and then the outer box unscrews and you could just lift the whole thing up. I probably didn't even take the lid off. Could have just unscrewed the sides and lifted the whole thing up instead of taking the top off. And then that would have just exposed everything. But I wasn't sure what was packed in there, what would fall out. So went from the top down and just unpacked everything. Here I'm removing the side, I guess it would be the Z-axis retaining handle so that when I wrap the rope around the head and lift it up, it's not going to break that handle off. So I removed it. It's that hole in the top there on the Z slide. And then had to make some changes to my setup on my ceiling to raise up the chain winch so that I would have clearance between the table and the mill when I lifted it up on the chain. And then I kind of jerry-rigged it with a piece of large diameter mild steel rod that I had laying around to hook the top of the chain lift to. That was kind of a big mistake not planning ahead how much height I needed to use the chain lift. And now this is the part where I start the machine for the first time and just make sure that the DROs work and to see, what the gearbox sounds like and whatnot. Time to plug it in. Bit. Huh.
Oh, there's no backlash. Wow. Cool. I wonder where the handles are. Must be in one of the kits. How do you change this? Crank hard. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's much smaller. Oh, it's no backlash. Cool. Well, later.